Yes, people, we on time this week. Don't even try to come for us, yeah. Don't worry about the trim on that day. It's November and people don't cut the hair in November. So yeah, it is what it is. What you saying,
No,
CM King? What you saying, man? Them?
come on, man. No trim November. Big
Yeah,
up to
yeah, yeah.
everybody in the chat. Big up Realist King. United Tropics. Another week. Another good result. So,
Come
yeah,
on.
man. It's a nice feeling around right now.
Yeah, it's more. It's like a little positive something going on at United these days lately. It's not
Mm-hmm.
the. I mean, we probably ain't scoring 5, 6 goals a game, but the football we seeing is improving. At least to me, it is. It's improving.
Facts.
At least to me, it's
A
improving.
hundred, 100%. I mean, we
Facts.
can head straight into the game on the weekend against West Ham, the victory. No, that wasn't the
Yeah.
most pleasant sight in the end of the day. It wasn't one of
Mm-hmm.
them victories like maybe you go Spurs where everybody was saying that was our best performance of this season, and we just blew away the opposition. Even the beginning of that Chelsea game where we blew them away wasn't them kind of performances. But what it was is we saw the team dig deep. They played for each other. And you may have. I've seen a lot of people, especially after the game, questioning certain decisions here and there. Could we have tried to regain control of the game at a certain time? We surrendered possession too much to West Ham and invited too much pressure. But we came away with the 3 points. And what I couldn't help but think after the game was the fact that in old school scenarios, we would have surrendered that lead in the end of the day. So
Mm-hmm.
I was happy with the victory. Of course, there's a lot to improve on in the end of the day, but as long as we see progression every single week,
Yeah.
that's what we'll be looking out for. For me, there's no expectations on where we'll finish or what we need to do in terms of trophies and stuff like that this season. I just want to see what happens on the football pitch improve and the individuals continue to improve as well as the team.
Yep. Yep.
To be fair, yeah. Usually, well, under previous regime, in this situation here, when we faced with that at the end of the game, there with that bombardment of attacks and assault from West Ham, we would just cave under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone dug deep and played for each other and make sure we got these 3 points though. Made sure
Mm-hmm.
everyone put in the fight. The hair flipping hell. He was woo, he was all over the
Yeah.
place, saving everything.
Yep. He was special. He was special. Just like you guys said in previous years past, as those last, what was it, like 10, 15 minutes, we would have given up a goal, and we may have given up two, because our mentality used to be like, once we give up that goal, the heads drop, and then once the heads drop, then you can get all over Manchester United's
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
and then you could easily put in two. Um, when going into the season, I said that we were in a dogfight for fifth and sixth. I wanted to see better football, and I wanted to see a cultural reset, not like the last cultural reset, like an actual cultural reset. We're
Mhm.
starting to see that we're more resilient on the defensive end, and it builds from there. We're not scoring the goals that we should be scoring, but everything else is great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree that the in terms of a team, we actually play better football entirely. At least to me, though, personally, as a team, we play better football than what we used to be playing before. I think we playing as a team because I saw there was a moment where who was it, bro? Was it Rashford? I think Rashford lost the ball. Big man Dallo sprinted the whole pitch to come back and cover for him. I'm like, yo, usually these man is like, yo, that's it. That ain't my business. I didn't lose the ball. They need to deal with that. And Dallo sprinted the whole pitch to come back and cover for it. I'm like, this is what we want to see. Everyone working for each other. None of this, it ain't my fault, so I ain't got to do it to get me.
But it's about disciplines as well. um when you have a job, you have certain disciplines and things you have to carry out to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you're successful in that environment, and you keep on, you keep your status in that job. Even in regular life, you have your own disciplines that you have to carry out in the end of the day to make sure that you're being as productive as can be from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep in the nighttime. And then everything resets and you do it all over again. there
Yep.
there are always in every facets of life, especially in a professional setting. There's always disciplines that you have to follow in order to not just bring the best out of yourself, but bring the best out of the people around you. And what we're seeing at Manchester United with Eric Ten Hag, the coaching staff, is a change of mentality. Like what Brush is saying, the players have belief and they've developed certain disciplines which now are unacceptable to not be shown during a game, during training, when they're at home, whatever they're doing in terms of recovering and preparing for the game. There are disciplines that you stand by, not just when you're in Carrington, but when you're outside of it as well.
Exactly.
Those things bring you a long way going forwards for the long term and short term success of the team, depending on who will be here and who won't be here, of course, in the short and long term.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know if it's a atmosphere thing or is a dressing room thing, or it's just the whole aspect of Ten Hag coming in. He just brought something new, and the players bought into it, and they're like, you know what, we can't keep doing a mad thing and throwing everyone under the bus. Let's dig deep and work with what the managers giving us. And everyone seemed to be like, yo, they're like, yo, at some point we need to stop this throwing people under the bus thing, and we need to come together and work hard, bro. Because it's not just the manager looks bad in the long run. We look bad as players in the long run as well. Because they had so much promise and they didn't live up to it. So these men are playing out of their skins. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it, bro. You see certain players' games are improving. Appreciate that. I like that. So you see what a proper coach could do, improve, as Brush said there as well. What a proper coach could improve in them, because you see certain players' games improve. Even players we probably thought were shit. Some still might be, on the spectrum a little bit, but we've seen a lot of players' game improve.
Yeah, you can't sit there and say that you can't sit there and say that you haven't seen improvement out of Delo. You can't sit there and say that you haven't seen improvement out of Marcus Rashford. It's there. You can't sit there and say that for the umpteenth time. When Shaw has competition, he's up to his level. I don't think that that's a Eric Ten Hag thing. I think that's a Luke Shaw thing. Whenever he's not comfy in his position, he ups his level, but he's still up his level again. So you can't say that the coach hasn't definitely improved, especially the attack and the defense. The midfield is new players mixed in with some players that I didn't know could go the levels that they're at. McTominay looks a little bit better. So you can say in every facet of the game, defense, midfield, attack, somebody's improved under his coaching. You can't ask for much more this early in the process.
True. I mean,
one asks a good question here. What specifics have you not seen from these improved players?
I'll start with Rashford there.
Mm-hmm.
I know people might say he was injured last season. Okay, let's say he was injured, right? You see a desire in this guy to actually run this season. Last season, that was the bare minimum we was asking for. Just run, bro. That was the bare minimum we was asking for last season, just to see him run, fam. And he was just like, he couldn't be asked. This season, he's running, he's pressing. I still think he needs to lift his head up a little bit and look for someone sometimes. But it's from last season to now, it's a different Rashford you've seen, because you've seen actually improvement. He's working hard and he's doing his job. What more can we ask for? Apart from Maguire.
Technically, you can also see that he's working on, and I've heard it a lot in the past couple of days, he's working on his headers, trying to improve, getting in those positions, but also executing them correctly. Whereas back in the days, that wasn't really a strong suit of his game. Even whether say it or not, even improvements with David De Gea in terms of his distribution, he ain't ever gonna be elite in that regard. But he's, when you try it more and you work on it in the training ground, you can see that there's an improvement there. You can see the improvements that a guy like Lisandro Martinez has brought to the team. Sometimes it's not even about individuals; it's about what a player can bring to the team in terms of mentality and how he plays the ball and stuff like that. It opens up.
It's like he changed the whole mentality of the players. It's like, bro, you can look at the simplest thing, just a tackle, and they're celebrating, there's high fives, there's everything,
Yeah.
That's giving the players
His,
a little boost, a morale boost. It's like, come on, we good, we got this.
his skill set has opened up the game for us so much. There's a stat here from Opta saying Sandro Martinez has bypassed 1,103 opponents in total with his passes in the Premier League this season, the most of any MUFC player. Closest to him is Diogo Dalot with 890. Then there's Christian Eriksen with 635, Luke Shaw with 565, and Varane with 515. So you can see how forward thinking he is in the end of the day and how that can help us going forward. When you think about going from back to front with speed, with pace,
quickly,
being efficient with our opportunities when the pitch opens up, he's a large part of that coming from a centre back. That helps so much in terms of really splitting defenses and making other teams panic.
Don't get me wrong, shout out to Rashford is getting his 100 goal and that. Shout out to Rashford for that. I just want to sidestep a little bit, like probably a little 10 minutes. What's your thoughts, even people in the chat, what's your thoughts on these pundits and these people just, it's like they have a vendetta against United,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Bro,
no, I mean,
they're against Casemiro, they're against Martinez, they're against Anthony. What is it a foreign player thing or is it just a United thing they're against? What's going on with these people?
I think it's a bit of both. I think it's a bit of both. They called Casemiro a steady Eddie, right?
Yeah, man like
Graham Souness.
Graham racist Souness, fam. That brother.
Graham, come on, man. That's just a disrespect. Like agendas, you have to be able to see an agenda when there's an agenda around you. That's just an agenda. You don't call somebody who won 3 Champions League in a row. That's top 3 midfields that I've seen in the last 20 years. You know what I mean? Steady Eddie. It's a disrespect, and you can clearly see that it's an agenda, but it is what it is. I think under this new regime, our coach will have some tricky or real clever way of using that as fuel to keep the high fives going in the defensive line and stuff like that. So the way I'm looking at it is, I do think it's a foreign player thing, because I don't know what it is, but they don't attack. If you have a British passport, they don't attack you in the same way that they would attack you if you were a foreign player. I remember it with Pogba before he left. Martinez is getting it as well. Somebody said that he's been playing well, but he's going to get found out still. I can't remember who said that, but it's just all nonsense.
No, I see what you're saying here, Brush, but at some point it's like, come on, bro. Come on. You man really can't be doing this, bro. Anything United do, bro, whether it be good or bad, it's a problem. Like, so can we do anything that pleases you, man? I mean, you can't please everyone, but are you all serious?
You know what? Regarding the media, and I've been saying this for quite a few days now, when it comes to especially the Anthony thing, they're going to look to target certain things and certain individuals, because they know will bring the most buzz and the most reaction online. I thought the reaction to that Anthony thing was completely unwarranted. He made a mistake, yes, but that is a part of his character and the way you learn in the end of the day. And I mean, I saw on commentary, they focused a whole 2 minutes on that one spin and a misplaced pass, which fair enough, you can say if a skill like that leads to a misplaced pass, then yeah, focus on that first, simplify your game. But at the same time, you look at the way they focus on it, not just after the game with the pundits, but the next day there was still people speaking about that one thing where, let's remember, the result was Manchester United a 3-0 victory.
Go ahead.
No, go on, bro.
Let me ask you all this, yeah. And I'll forever keep this, yeah. What made you fall in love with football, or what player?
That was the same exact thing that I was going to say. What made me fall in love with the game was the players that can get you off of your seat. You know what I mean? That's just all it is for me. As a kid, I was Manchester United was brought to my attention because Cole and York were doing scintillating stuff on the pitch. I mean, add everybody in Europe terrified of these two brothers up front, synergy in each other's heads. That's what got me off my seat. That's what got me into the sport. My favorite color was red. I'm a kid. I saw them dudes that look like me having everybody on toast. And that's what brought me into the sport for me. And as a kid growing up, you don't emulate being a steady Eddie. You emulate seeing the Ronaldinhos. You emulate seeing the Pelés. You emulate seeing the if you're a midfielder, the Zidans. You know what I mean?
Come on.
The sauce, the sauce. You know what I mean? You don't emulate the steady Eddie player who's just got an engine on him and just running. Is just a good lad. You emulate as a kid. You know what I mean? The Ronaldinhos, the Messis, the R9s. It's these types of players that get you out of your seats. It's and to take the joy out of the game because somebody grew up watching the game and showing their love for the game and their passion to the game differently. I'm not here for it, man. I fell in love with the game for the excitement, the feeling that you get when you see something crazy. So don't take it out of these players.
To be honest, let me ask this. So everybody grew up seeing someone do a skill, and you go out on the pitch or your backyard or somewhere, and you try to emulate this skill, try to show your friends, or you try to do this to your friend when you play football. I ain't seen nobody that saw someone sprint back and tackle someone and went out in the backyard and tried to sprint back and tackle. What the hell? What does that get you on the edge of your seat? Someone tackling someone, bro. One of my favorite players of all time is Yap Stam, fam. But when it comes to seeing football, what entertains you is to see someone do a bit of skill, bro. You don't want to be going and watch your team play 38 games and all you see them do is sprinting up and down the pitch.
I will be fair. There are people out there still.
Them and are pagans, bro. Ain't nobody trying to.
Nah. Fam, come on, fam. You gotta be fair, man. Come on, man.
See, you telling
listen to me read this, yeah. Same way there are people who love the skillful side of the game, there are people who love the industrial side of the game. You know what I mean? There's people out there who love to idolize goalkeepers, idolize defenders, idolize hard-hitting midfielders, just because that's what their personality is made up of. But it all depends on what you like to see in the end of the day, you know?
No. I hear that, you know. What I'm saying is you ain't going to go watch your team play. Let's say your team get to all the finals. So probably about 70 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be happy that's watching? Well, you get to all the finals. You will be happy with that. You know, never mind that. Your team just playing the regular season, 38 games. And all they're doing is slide tackling and running around on the pitch. Nothing in the game that gets you on the edge of your seat and be like, oh, you see that piece of skill there? That's quality. That's talent. Bro, the things that separates certain players from others is what they could do by themselves, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, the majority of players could tackle someone. How many players could do a bit of skill that get you off their seat?
I agree.
I'm just saying. No one have to agree with me, but I'm just saying. How many players though could do a bit of skill that get you off your seat and be like, yo?
But you know what? I'll play devil's advocate in that. He said everybody can. Listen. There's no EOP in that one. Shout out to EOPs, but there's no
shout out to EOPs.
Listen. You said everybody can tackle, but to what rate? Fair enough. I'll say, the people that are elite at skills and all of that stuff there with a certain skill sets, wonderful to watch. I ain't saying nothing about that. But also, we've seen in the history of the game some of the most elite tacklers, some of the most elite defenders. And those guys are absolutely brilliant to watch if you kind of think about it, if you dial it back and think their ability to be in the right place at the right time, certain positions, how they're able to recover. There's a side of the game. I know you're shaking your head, bro, but there's a side of the game that is beautiful about that. When you dial it back and really think about that, there's a beauty in the art of defending.
Yep, that's the reason why I watch Serie A, for that reason. But for me, when a player can do something that nobody else can do, it takes that whole system, and then you're able to do something different with it. You know what I mean? That whole defensive system. I watch Serie A for that reason. Serie A is the art of defending, and it is beautiful. But there's that moment of magic where a player can do something that breaks the system, and that's the kind of player that I like. But I hear what you're saying, CM. I watch Serie A for that reason because of the art of defending is beautiful when it's done correctly.
Exactly that.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, would you be entertained more, CM, by, let's say, great defensive plays, and your team just plays long ball football?
It's hard to say that though, bro.
No.
It's hard to say that.
I understand you. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm
I don't
disagreeing
feel-
with you. I understand all what you're saying, though. But I'm just asking, would you be more entertained with your team playing just long ball football, but you're seeing great defending, great tackling from them, and no skills involved?
I hear what you're saying in terms of the long ball thing.
You know, I'm only going with this because of what Scholes said, you know. Scholes said, because of what Anthony did, he said that needs to be coached out of him. Big man, you want to take the flair out of players now. Bro, that's why football is becoming what it is now. That's why it's becoming what it is now, bro.
That's why I rated what Anthony said the next day and thing saying, you this is what got me here. You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying?
Of course, you can refine things and make, you know, certain things more efficient to help yourself and help your team. And that is part of the elevation of the player. Cristiano Ronaldo, all those years back when he came to Manchester United, was a raw talent. He was a really talented guy, but he was all with them skills and stuff like that. And in the end of the day, it's not like he took it out of his game. He just made it efficient so that the moments when he used those skills, he was able to do something with it and help the team out, but also help himself, improve himself on a personal level. So it's not about coaching certain things out of them. There's a beauty of looking over many different continents of football and seeing how the game differs in many different areas. But in the end of the day, it's about how you can use those talents and use those personality traits and make them as efficient as possible.
I agree. To your point, Cristiano Ronaldo came to Manchester United, and I remember them saying, you know, they kicked the crap out of him at Carrington, all up and down the
even Roy Keane was kicking the shit out of him.
Everybody to not get it completely out of his game, but to let him know, pick and choose your spots, pick and choose your battles. If you are going to do all that, I'm gonna catch you.
Hold on. Remember when we played? Oh yeah, this is perfect. Coach it out of him. Yeah, all right. Remember this. We played. I was listening to this morning, KG, but he didn't know the players. I remember the players. We played Arsenal. Yeah. Ronaldo took the ball to the corner flag, and he was doing a mad thing to Justin Hoyt. I remember that guy, Hoyt. Hoyt couldn't get the ball for shit, bro. He had that guy splitting, doing all type of shit. He had to just take him out.
You know what happened next.
Him out, bro. You see what I'm saying? So wasn't that entertainment? I mean, obviously, he didn't do nothing. But by doing these type of things, it could piss our opponent off, get them to commit a foul. You could get them sent off, give your team advantage. But nah, coach that out of them. Just run around on the pitch, bro. Don't do no bits of skill, no. Nothing to entertain the crowd or nothing like that. Just keep it that way. Just keep it that way.
If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. What comes with that flair is people don't like that. Next time you go play that team, you may get taken out. So if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? It's just one of those.
Man, wanted to know what that EOP is, bro. EOP is Brush. And all of a sudden, CM joined them. That's why we like his brother, fam. Cappy, bro. We don't really. I mean, we only bring CM on because Cappy is busy. But yeah,
I told you I'm a mercenary, bro. You never paid me enough.
I mean, what about some hyenas or something? You take that?
500 hyenas we gotta do.
All right, talk to Roland. Don't worry about that. I got you. Yeah, people, but yo. Basically, looking the West Ham game, yeah. What's your thoughts on the West Ham game, boys? Before we get sidetracked talking about these commentators and they're putting this with the nonsense.
Ugly game, great result. In years past, we would have lost that game. Shout out to Martinez and Delo. A special shout out to Martinez for me because in 3 games he's played with 3 different center backs. And that's difficult, man. Like, you know what I mean? He's the only constant in that back line outside of Delo. And just shout outs to them too. Ugly game. In years past, we don't win ugly games, so we keep it moving.
Vaughn, it's because as much as we did this, we won the game. But what caused you to be entertained? Did you see that cross from Ericsson? Man just crossed the ball and just turned away and going about his business because he's like, yo, I already know this is going in. Once they get the head to it or something, it's going in. Did you see the quality in it? Yesterday, I heard some people talk about they have universal talents at Arsenal. So if they could go with this, fam, that's a universal pass I saw yesterday, fam. Man took one look into the box and looked back at the ball and just put it in there. Perfect. Pinpoint accuracy. That's entertaining, bro. To see someone do something like that without even looking, just make one glance in there and didn't even look again. That's entertaining.
It was beautiful. The slow motion replay did it.
The world. The slow motion did the justice. That put the justice on it. I can't lie.
He scanned. That's what Ericsson does so well. He scanned so quickly and so well. He just looked to make sure his first touch was tidy. He looked up for 1 second, and then the next thing you know, the ball's out of his foot again, and he's just like done, dusted.
Hey, read this. Can I confirm one thing? Go on. So let me place you in this scenario. It's the 92nd minute of the game.
Yeah, go on, you.
This guy, fam, 92nd minute of the game. Your team's 1-0 up. The opposition's attacking. They're through on goal. Actually, you're bun that.
Because I was about to tell you.
No, listen. Let me finish, big man. Let me finish. They have a clear opportunity, good strike on goal, and then all of a sudden the defender comes flying, blocks it out of nowhere. Everybody's gassed. Everybody's pumping their fists as the full-time whistle goes. Yeah, Riedis is up there pumping his chest, getting gas. You're telling me those kind of moments don't get you gas in football?
You heard what you said, right? You heard what you said. You just fixed it for me, bro. I ain't got to defend anything here. Yeah, what you said. Last minute of the game, we needed to make this tackle.
That's a defensive play. That's a defensive play, bro.
We need to make this tackle to win the game. You see what you said? You lined it up for me, big man.
No. That's defending.
This is like playing cricket, right? And you bowl a short ball. I'll just hit you for 6, family. You play this. You line this up,
bro. But man, answer the question or not. You're gonna get gassed, innit?
We win the game. It made us win the game.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing that happens during the game as well.
Okay, EOP. You at the start of the game, you have to make a tackle. The start of the game, we talking about the second minute of the game. You have to make a tackle, and you make this tackle. Is that going to keep you guys for the whole rest of the game?
Listen.
No. Ain't no listen.
No. Listen.
Listen. Answer.
But it depends on the importance because everything leads to something else. Everything leads to something. But it's the same with it's the same with attacking, bro.
No, you said it's in the importance and it's at the end of the game, right? End of the game. If we make this tackle,
in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't matter because a guy could be through on goal 10 minutes into the game. Doesn't mean the tackle is any less significant as well.
It's not less significant, but it kind of still relieves you with there's a lot of more time left in football. You could get back into the game if he scored or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But when you said it's the last minute of the game and if you make this tackle here, we win the game because the referee blows the whistle after that or whatever. Come on. It's different.
Then you're basically saying it's not really attacking or defending, it's moments.
Football isn't a moments thing.
Of course, the moments are what bring it. But then don't say one thing's better than the other. Say I'm a fan of the moments. Don't say I'm a fan of the attacking or defending.
But a skill is more entertaining. Not saying that there's not people that enjoy tackles. Okay, good, but it's more entertaining, isn't it?
I hear it.
Well.
The more. Hey, listen. We could be in the middle.
EOP, you know what's Morad? Get out of here, fam.
Come on, Morad. Big up.
Nah, Morad's a fraud. Get him out. Just saying. I'm just saying. It be like that still.
Nobody's
What you
wrong, you
saying,
know.
Chino?
That's the most. Nobody's wrong here. It's just
I
it's
mean,
good
It's a
observation,
preference.
man.
It's a
but
preference.
I
Yeah.
like where you put the question though. You said the last minute, so you basically fixed it up for me. Well, obviously, anybody if you know you make that tackle, you win the game. So you
Mhm.
would want to make that tackle. But come on, that's why I turned it around and I said in the second minute of the game. You see, there's still a lot of football left. You could play and get back into the game, or you could go on to win. Or you get what I'm saying?
It's all situational, though.
It's a situation you put me in, didn't you? Come on,
Yeah, of course.
I'm just going with what you
But
said.
that's why I'm saying it's all situational because it depends on the moment. It depends how significant it is. That's what the game is made of, really.
Well, no, we saying that Ericsson.
That's an
You see this
agenda
here
right
more.
there.
You see this one here more. At yeah. Let me move on. I think you're all in different ways. Let's see. It does keep it. No, don't get me wrong, bro. As I said in the beginning, one of my favorite players is Yap Stam, bro. Just like the way the guy defend, bro. He didn't give a shit, bro. He'll do it by himself. He don't care. He'll do it. But when it comes to my all-time favorite player, it's Zidane and R9, fam. Zidane and R9. And don't get me wrong, Zidane, R9 did thing on high pace. He was counter-attacking and scoring goals. So it's not like I don't know that work rate is involved in it. R9 was, bro, who was faster than R9 when he was on the counter, bro? They wasn't catching the guy. But it's situations. It's different situations, isn't it? Come on,
Exactly.
man.
But also, if you're somebody who is basically a student of the game, has been watching it for a long time, you learn to understand and love every single facet, there are all kinds of different tactics, different ways people play. And especially when you're a professional, you adopt so many different styles of play that you're bound to, whether it's, on the defensive end, the attacking end, or even going from defense to attack, the transitions. You adopt so many things and you understand the beauty of so many different facets of the game where it's like, yeah, I understand where both sides are coming from. That's why I'm playing the devil's advocate thing, because in the end of the day, there's beauties to every side of the game. And it's just some people pick their poison, some people love everything. It just depends what you like and what you don't like, what you prefer, what you don't prefer.
I agree with you, CM, because like for example, for me, like I've been talking about Delo a lot. His loan to Italy helped him out a lot. You could tell that he picked up facets on defending, playing in Italy for a year. You know what I mean? Like he was bought as an attacking right back, who played left and right back, but he's really cemented himself as a competent right back going forward and backwards after his loan stint in Italy, probably because of situations, being a professional, moving to a different country, learning how they play football over there, helped his game become more well-rounded, if you ask me.
Yeah. Experience, the experience is important. It's very important.
Well, we bought him as a kid, didn't we? He was 19, so
True.
When we bought him,
True.
he wasn't even ready yet.
Big up, Chino.
Big up, Chino.
Man said Maguire way of losing possession is beautiful. What's going on here, fam? Is this some type of agenda, fam?
That's crazy.
Yo, are you a United fan, Bobby? What y'all fan of? What are you saying, Chino? You good?
Yeah, man. I only know what you man talk about already.
No, we was talking about the West Ham game, and then with these man them chatting their shit, bro. Graham Souness and Scholes and them man there.
Listen, I want the video to stay up on YouTube, so I'm not going to touch on Graham Souness. So yeah,
them man
that
there,
one.
them man
Like I don't get it. I don't get it because it's a witch hunt, bro, from the English media, from our ex players, because they ain't no legends for me personally. Our ex players, they're hunting Ten Hag because of his treatment of a dead player. I mean, he once was the GOAT, but like, come on, the guy's 38. Like, Like, and he doesn't fit the manager's system. And you can tell Roy Keane saying, "Oh, Ten Hag haven't been that impressive." Only one is Gary Neville, and to be fair to Gary, Gary always backed the managers. If we're being honest, he always backed the managers. He haven't said anything about Ten Hag. And look what happened at the game. Ronaldo blanked him. That's a waste, man. You can tell Ronaldo have a bunch of yes men in his corner, and a bunch of people. Because if my friend can't tell me like, big man, what you're doing is wrong, or that performance you put in, it was doodle, that ain't a real friend. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like in Roy Keane, Rio, all these men are going for Ten Hag, and then the talk sport people, they're going after his signings, Anthony Martinez, like, they, and you know what? I don't really want to use the big R, but it is the big R still. What Roland would say, the Sismo. It's what it is, because look, they're not going after Ericsson, and
Mm.
Ericsson been solid for us, but he haven't been as good as Martinez. Let's be honest.
Mm.
They're not going after him. They're not going. They're going after Anthony. One spin the guy did, bro. The guy been doing this spin forever. You see his Ajax game, he did the spin, and I mean,
Yeah, but my thing is he did that the Chelsea game too. Ain't nobody said shit.
yeah, and
Facts.
they're saying it's disrespectful to the opponent. Who are we playing?
We played Sheriff, yeah.
Yeah, how is it disrespectful when it was 0-0? It's not like we up 6-0 and he did it. It was 0-0. So I don't get how is that disrespectful to the opponent. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, it's just a witch hunt for Ten Hag and his guys, which I don't get. Yeah, and Roy Keane, I lost so much respect for Keane like the past couple weeks, because the munching these men doing, realist. Listen, bruv,
You
I ain't gonna
see,
lie, they take the title from you, my brother, because
you
they
see,
is munching.
you see, you see Gary Neville, yeah. When we had Ollie, right, and shit was going south, Gary Neville defended Ollie. And you know what he said? That's
Mm,
my guy. That's my guy. We
yeah.
share the dressing room. I won't say nothing bad about him. These guys, on the other hand, they ain't saying stuff like that to defend themselves. All they're saying is nothing's Ronaldo's fault.
Yeah, no, but listen, but that's what I said with Gary. Gary haven't said a word bad about Ten Hag. That's his motto. He have never, even Marino, even Jose, even like Gary had never said anything bad about the managers that we have. Like he never said the manager out or this manager. He
No, except
never
for Jose
done
though.
that.
Except for Jose though. He didn't like Jose, fam. He said Jose out. Get Jose out. He didn't like that guy.
At the end, but before he was like, it's not my place. We need to look at the Glazers first. We need to look at the owners. He always go after the owners, and Carragher always like, oh, the owners will spend money, Gary. Blah, blah. But yeah, you're right. Gary did defend Ali all the way, and them other man too. But and Keane did not, like when they would tell him like, "Do you think Ali is a guy?" Well, these were the same players that was playing on the Jose, and they failed him. Leopard doesn't change their spot.
You see that man there, fam. That man they have their allegiance to what they want, and you could say what you want, they ain't switching, bro. They're sticking to that. Even though deep down they know, yo, chatting shit. But yo, they're defending it. Even this waste man, bro, Gabriel Banglaho talking about he would body a Martinez. I'm like, big man, you shit. He was a footballer, yeah. He was a professional footballer. So you know what? I shouldn't call him shit, yeah.
I
You
just
could you
think that
go on.
I just think that I have a problem with a lot of these guys, these media companies, and the way they report, the
You
way they
think it's
speak
because you
on.
think it's like
With,
the owners tell them or the bosses tell them, well, not chat shit here, but I need you to say controversial stuff because that will sell. You think that's what they're telling them?
To a
I,
certain extent.
yeah, we can never know for sure unless we're in those environments. full time or whatever. But I just don't like the way the media, a lot of the media reports things nowadays and speaks about the game. There's a lot of biasness in it, and it's clear to be seen. A lot of biasness in it and agendas as well. That's another thing.
I don't know, bro. I just think it's like it when it suits them, it's like you see how you man call me and vibes their agendas, yeah. It's like when it suits them, they run their agendas, yeah. And when it don't suit them, it's all well and good. It's like, come on, bro, be consistent with it, fam. Stop flip flopping and doing this nonsense. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think part of it is because we're Manchester United too. I think you guys all touched on points. I think Manchester United sells, controversy sells, and just like Chino said, the big R gets thrown in there just for the effect. So
yeah, well, it's just whack, man. Can't be just doing this nonsense for no reason. Just because what? Just because you want to be controversial, you want to stay relevant. What? You really calling this guy a steady Eddie player? He's just a steady Eddie player. He's nothing special.
One of two things. Excuse me. One of two things has to be the truth. You either didn't watch Casemiro, or you're here just to stir the pot. Which one is it? Because if you've seen Casemiro for any of that time at Real Madrid, you can't call him a steady Eddie. So you either didn't watch him, which is your job to watch football, or you're just trying to sell clicks, sell papers, sell whatever.
Bro, I'm crying. I don't know. You know, this is right what Paxton's saying here, bro. It's like he can't say nothing without mentioning certain people's name, bro. No matter what he's talking about. I know people don't like what's that guy that used to own Crystal Palace, bro? He's on Talk Sport as well. What's his name, bro?
Simon Jordan.
I know people don't really like Simon Jordan, but Simon Jordan been cooking soonest for this, bro, because he's like, you're just being biased, bro. He told him, he's like, you're just being biased, fam. Like, come on, bro. You're just chatting shit now.
Call it out. You have to. At a certain point, it's just like, come on, you're going to lose your credibility if you haven't already. You just got to call out the nonsense.
You know what? That's enough, giving them enough time. Yeah. What are we saying for the Sociedad game coming up on Thursday? I think we playing an early kickoff.
Yep.
Playing an early kickoff.
We need 2 goals to go top of the group, right?
Yes. So for everybody who's watching and not 100% sure of how it can all pan out, we're second, Real Sociedad are first, and the first port of call is head-to-head, basically. So if we were to win against Sociedad by 1 goal, that wouldn't be enough for us to finish top. We need to win by 2 goals in order to finish top against them, and avoid that extra knockout round in the Europa League against one of the teams that dropped down. So it's crucial that we come to play against Real Sociedad on Thursday and finish first to avoid an extra game being slapped into that schedule.
Is that extra game? Is that a 2-legged tie as well?
That's a good question. You know,
I think it's
I came up.
Weird thing.
Let me double check that for you.
I'm not sure. I ain't mean to put you on blast. I genuinely didn't know.
Cause we really don't need this extra game, you know. Like honestly, we don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a home and away fixture still, and we don't need that nonsense, man.
Yeah, we don't have the squad for 2 extra games.
For no reason, not no reason, but just taking up time, man.
Because we didn't take care of our own business. You know what I mean? Take care of your business so you don't have 2 extra games. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
So it is 2 legs.
Yeah,
it's over 2 legs.
Unnecessary playoff game there. So all we need to do is go there, do our job, get these 2 goals, make sure these waste men don't score against us, and keep these 2 goals lead. Yeah, we could do that, man. We could do that. We could.
100%. And also, good news for our guy Chino Martial back in training and stuff like that. I know you'd be happy with that. So that's just another person coming back from injury, able to help the team. We can go into a bit of news as well, because I've been seeing bit of news circulating transfers regarding a potential move for Max Aarons as a backup right back to Diogo Dalot. I saw today on the Mirror, it said Manchester United are plotting a surprise move for right back Max Aarons as Eric Ten Hag tries to provide competition for Diogo Dalot in that position. Obviously, Max
is this a
Aarons currently
permanent
at
or is it a
Norwich.
loan?
Oh, let me go further into this one. It looks like it would be on a permanent. It says Aarons, who is valued at around 10 million by Championship club Norwich, has just over 18 months left on his contract deal, on his current deal, and could be available for a cut price in January. He has made 17 appearances for Norwich this season as they look to return straight back to the Premier League. So it sounded like it would be on a permanent deal in January with his contract expiring. Currently at Norwich, he's been there since 2018. He's played in the Premier League. Norwich currently now in the Championship. What do you guys think about that as a backup for Diogo Dalot? Just a bit of competition as well.
For the price you say in there, I don't mind that. You said 10 million, and it could be a cut price in January.
Yes,
that is nothing to be paying. I mean, he wouldn't be my first choice person that I would want for us to spend it on, but for that price, you can't complain with that though. Can't complain with that.
And then then what do we do with Wan-Bissaka? Because I think I saw him in training too. I saw Martial, I think I saw Donny, and I think I saw Wan-Bissaka in training as well. So it's just like, I guess that injury's down. Send him back to Palace.
Yeah, well, with Wan-Bissaka, I think it's clear that Manchester United are looking to explore the market with him. I saw something to do with Fabrizio Romano where he basically said United are going to explore the market for a new right back depending on Wan-Bissaka. So maybe they're looking to offload him first before they bring in another guy. I'm hearing, of course, I think it was Paxton who mentioned him. Yeah, Jeremy Frimpong is among the players scouted, but not the only one as well. So there are options out there. It'll be interesting to see how Manchester United operate. Seems like it all falls upon what they're able to do with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, how quick they're able to offload him, whether they can in January or maybe in the summer.
Can't lie, you see this this where is it? Right here, with what Brush said here. You all know me. I'm on the gusto thing from some time. But for 10 million for Aarons, I'll take that. I won't even complain. I'll take it. If it's that, if that's like actually the price we'll be paying, I won't complain with that. 10 million. I ain't complaining for that because I remember like 2 seasons ago. Is it 2? Yeah, 2 seasons ago, they was talking something like 48 million for this guy. 48 million. And now to get him for this, well, how old is he? He's 25? He's like 25, 24.
Yo.
His age is he's 22 actually.
Look at that.
Max Aarons and bring in Timber, and then start Max Aarons, Timber, Martinez, and Malacia. That's a back 4 of Hobbits, bruv.
But then Aarons will then be a right back, so that's cool still.
There is no height. No, I'm saying if Dallas out and Shaw is there is no height there, bro.
Yeah, everybody's
but
5'10"
no, I
and
bring
under.
Max Aarons in though.
There's no 6-footers there at all.
There is
no
height.
Max Aarons is like what 5'6" or something? Cause he is proper short.
Yeah, but for 10 million though, you might right though, because going forward, pretty solid.
Yeah, I ain't got 10. And
defensively, there's work to be done. Set piece wise, there's work to be done too. But yeah, I'll bring that in for Dollar for a backup for Dollar, but and he can push on to challenge too because he's still young, isn't he? Like
22,
20, yeah.
23.
But what are you saying, Sam? Did they say in January it could be a cut price less than 10 million, or is it 10 million is the cut price?
They don't make that clear, but they said he's valued at around 10 million. So I'm guessing it is a cut price from the 10.
Oh, that's even cheaper than if that's something to believe from. That's gonna be even cheaper. I'll take that.
Who knows it? Also, I guess it's how much Norwich Norwich value him, of course, and
Norwich
how
could tell them they
they'll
want one by
how
Saka,
they'll
bro.
how they'll react to a possible Manchester United interest, because you know that will always drive up the prices.
That's kind of
Oh
mad.
man, rest in peace. Take off.
Yeah, seriously. Rest in
100%.
peace. 28 years old. It's a damn shame.
Tell me about him, man.
See, I should have sold them. Did I get like 48 million to either go to Bayern and they've probably been on the bench, but that's what they get
There's
though.
there's another thing I saw also. Said Manchester United will scout Rennes and Ghana winger Kamaldeen Sulemana at the World Cup.
Is this the guy that plays for Stuttgart or something like that?
Now he plays for Stade Rennes in France.
Solomana.
A 20-year-old. He's a winger, Ghanaian international. So he's a relatively young player. But he's saying that Manchester United will be scouting him at the World Cup, so it'll be interesting to see how that develops. You guys know anything about him or seen him play in the
I
past?
wonder if he's the one that played for Stuttgart.
I don't know anything about him off top.
That's fair.
I mean, there's one that I'm thinking, but if you said it's not you playing for Stuttgart, it's probably someone else, though. I don't know. But if you say for the World Cup, yo, Rich, walk one for your man in the World Cup, bro. You better perform, you know. And we want to cut price, fam. We ain't spending this big money, fam. We want to cut prices on everything. I was especially trying to sense of understand recently. Think about it. You see this right here, Brush. What Brush is saying here? Brush is thinking about the future, yeah? One, that Edric thing, that's not happening. That Mokoku thing, I don't know. That seems to be more like a Liverpool thing there. But that Edric thing, that's not happening, bro. Ain't nobody getting that guy more than Real Madrid. Nobody.
Facts.
Because when they went to try to get him to sign earlier, it was basically Real Madrid was saying something like not Real Madrid. The club said something like, well, he's young, so they couldn't let him go to Europe anyway. So it's basically they will sign him, so they will put money in on. So Real Madrid will have to come back and pay this money. So the club makes money in order for him to leave. So it's almost like agreed for him to go to Real Madrid already. So that's not happening to no one, Brush. I'm shattering your dreams, fam. Kill your dreams right there. That's not happening. Not that guy.
That's funny.
Someone's son died in the pool. What? I don't even know who that is. So.
CM probably know who it is.
Is he a singer or something?
Yeah,
What happened?
Davido.
Yeah. What happened to him?
His 3-year-old son died drowned in the pool.
Wow.
Oh, today's a bad day for artists, man.
R.I.P. Prayers out.
No. This Drew Bellingham brother, yeah,
he's not coming to us either. I don't see
not just that though. He ain't the one.
Not Jude. He said Job.
Yeah, his brother ain't the one.
Brother, yeah.
He ain't the one.
What about Job?
He is not
that's
the
funny.
one.
Yeah, only way I'll take him is let's we get Judah. We throw him in the we throw Job in the academy, bro. But I do not want that guy.
It's a buy one get one.
Fam. He is not. And to be fair, he plays as a winger though, not like how his brother was like centrally. He plays as a winger, and he ain't winging it for me. At least for me, he ain't winging it, fam. I can't lie, he ain't winging it. I don't know what your man takes on that guy, but he ain't winging it for me, fam. You man in the comments have any questions though that you want to ask the man? Then yeah, let's get a little questions.
So let's get some questions in towards the end of the episode. Also, I'm sure if anybody wants to come in and have their say, feel free as well.
But man said the wish version, you know.
The wish. Oh, that's crazy.
That's all right. I think that's all is hard, you know, what Brush is saying here. Like when you have like a brother or an older sibling that's let's say they're more talented and you have to live up to that. It's problems, fam. Look at Rio and his brother. Look at Rio and his brother.
It's one thing when it's one of your parents, right? It's a different thing when it's your sibling, because you guys have been going to war since y'all was kids, like little, competing with one another and everything like that. It's one thing trying to live up to your parents' name, like Michael Jordan's sons tried to play basketball. It's different when your sibling is that guy and you're not. Because y'all the
Y'all
same
know,
age.
y'all know Haaland as a cousin. Crap probably know who I'm talking about. Haaland as a cousin, and they're rating him up. Oh, he's going to be the next best. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Like,
tall.
yeah.
He's tall and strong and all that, yeah. But nah, he ain't that. He is. I don't care what no one says. Prove me wrong. I'll die on this hill. That guy ain't that. All the goals he's scoring in Norway, that guy is not it. Telling them he ain't it. They'll see. They could go get him. They're questioning for cheating.
Rich, do you think Raymond Reddington is a zesty guy, Rich?
Yeah, bro. You know what? You get out of here, you know. Talking about Reddington. This is about football, fam. Law Reddington, fam. Law Reddington, fam. This is football, fam.
Richard. Let's just say, I don't know, Richard. Honestly, I'm at the point where I'm heartbroken over it. But yeah, I'm very heartbroken because it's ridiculous because I'm tired. I'm pretty sure everybody is, the ones that love him, the ones that hate him, tired of saying the talent's there, but the body's not. Like the injury, it's just mad. It's up to honestly, it's up to Ten Hag. I don't care if he sell him. Listen, I'm gonna wish him well. I'm gonna check out his next team, how he playing over there, and we're gonna get another player in. So that's what it is. If he gets sold, he gets sold. If not, he's here. I just don't care about it. It's what it is for me. I think his contract up in 2024 anyway, so 2023. So yeah, they might just ride out the last year and just let him go on a free anyway. So yeah, that's that.
This guy Crabby talking about if Newcastle makes the Champions League, which league we jump into, bro. I'm supporting my team to the end. I don't care what them Man City do, bro.
Yeah,
bankrupt these man, fam.
Newcastle, bro. They listen.
Bankrupt these man.
Bro, they moving mad. The man Shakuna is in the chat.
Yeah, he's
Got the man cushion.
He's trying to start a war with CTC scan, fam. I don't know what's going on there, them and there.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm going for that one still.
Yeah, them man there.
Weirdo CTC.
I watch anything I could see, Crab. You know me, bro. I watch Brazilian football more though.
Pause though. Brush. You know. I heard the third brother is actually an inch though, bruv.
Who we talking about here?
The Hemsworth brothers. My wife was telling me. She said the third brother is actually Hench.
Get Rich out of here. Rich is a waste man.
Richard.
Yo, you see, you can't take these man. You can't take these man nowhere. You know, they're just trying to abuse an innocent old man, fam. He didn't even do nothing, bro.
Hey, Richard, how do you feel about Palace's position on the table?
These guys, bro. You might have any legit questions for us, fam. Because I
want to ask Richard a question. Richard.
Because I'm leaving to go to the mechanics, fam.
Do you believe in Patrick Vieira?
You bunch of ways.
But nah, obviously, to sum it up, big up to everybody for supporting over these episodes, man.
For real,
United Tropics, every week you guys are showing love. Be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to Realist United, make sure you to follow Realist United over on Twitter. And follow King as well. He's got his Twitch. I'm sure content coming as well. Chino, he's got his content coming soon. So appreciate everybody for the support over time. We got Sociedad on Thursday, and then we'll have Aston Villa on the weekend. I believe. So that's gonna be that's gonna be an interesting game as well. Considering that Villa have lost their manager and they're going through I guess a certain period now where they're trying to rebuild mid-season, well, not even mid-season, just before that mid-season point and trying to make the most out of a bad start.
I'm telling you what happened, yeah, brush. See what happened, brush. What happened, brush? It's November, yeah.
No, really.
November, you don't cut your hair, yeah. That's what happened. You don't cut your hair in November. So basically, not cutting my hair in November. But people like the thing, man. What's going on this fight
No,
night?
people, listen and go follow my brother CM22 Entertainment on all platforms. You feel me on Twitter? Funny guy, interact with the fans and everybody on Twitch. Listen, let's just say it's a vibe you won't forget.
Energy.
He's always in there, you know what I'm saying, playing FM. What else you play, CM? 2K, FIFA,
Hey,
some scary game. I don't even know what that
Death.
is, but
Let's say
that's
God of Death.
entertainment too. But yeah, man, just follow him up, man, and come through. We always in the chat, you know.
Yo, people,
interacting with him.
I just realized how to do this tagging thing, on YouTube. I think if you all press CM name, it takes you all straight to his channel. So you man, go on my guy YouTube channel there. It should work, fam. It should work, fam. It's been long trying it, bro, but it should work, fam. Click on his name there in the title, and it should go straight to his channel. Hopefully it works, fam.
Blessings.
So go press that thing, people. Hopefully that works there.
Make sure you
like the thing, subscribe. You like the thing, subscribe. Tell your friends, man. Tell your family. Tell everyone, man. What is with this Reddington? You see this Reddington heat, yeah? Yo, respect Reddington, fam. You see these, man, yeah? That's why you can't carry you all nowhere and give you all nothing nice, you know. Oh, it works. Yo, big up, Paxton. Big up for that. It works, right? Cool. Appreciate that. Anyway, man, then go follow Chino. Go follow CM. Go follow King. Go follow Rich. Crab is in because I'm saying zested. You see these, man, yeah? Crab is in here. The man in the kitchen is in here. Follow all the man them, fam.
Hey, listen. Rich is asking King and Chino, when are the channels starting?
That's a good question.
Yeah, mine is more likely December, in it, because I need some things, and you know what I'm saying, it might as well just wait for them Cyber Monday and Black Friday
time, bro. Come on.
So
okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as Chino, basically. Just got to get my ducks in a row, cross some T's, dot some I's.
Yep.
See it right around the corner still, though. See it right around the corner still.
It's November now. Hey, this
Black Friday, but the scene soon, you know.
This whole year has just flown by, man.
Yeah, this year been moving mad. Yeah, I can't lie, bro. This year been speeding. Can't lie. It started off slow and all that, but it's speeding, bro.
Yeah, around May, it just blur after around May for me.
That's usually when summer.
Yeah, man, you know what it is.
Man, I need to go to the mechanic, bro. I drove through some flood water on Sunday, boy. My car is it's long, people. It's long. So yeah, love to you, man. Yeah, we out here, people. Catch you on the next one. Make sure to follow these man, yeah. Make sure to like the video and all that. We out.